Oh no. Oh no, yeah.
I got the feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair. And I'm wondering how I'll get down the stairs. eBay.
Oh.
To the right, here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Oh.
Oh my God.
eBay. eBay.
Aloha, everybody.
Oh my God.
What's up?
I'm
Are we here now? Are we here?
We've
been doing the show for half an hour. Or however long it's been.
We have been talking.
Oh, we've been talking to nobody.
No one.
We've been answering all your questions. We've been saying aloha. Aloha.
Oh my goodness, we are so sorry.
Are we there though now?
Can you see us?
That's the
do
big
you
question.
hear us? We've been
Yes, we've done it. Okay. Thanks you guys for joining us. It's the end of the show. All right. Take care. See you next week. Bye-bye. Well, son of a gun, you guys. We've literally been doing the show for a half an hour. We've literally been doing it for a half hour. We told you what we've done for the past week. We were saying how much we missed you all.
I let Pokey out.
Pokey took a dump.
And I saw Jovial.
Wait, how did they know
say,
Pokey had to take a poop?
Pokey must be pooping.
How did you know that?
They were just making assumptions as to why we weren't on.
We were sure that we were
guys,
on because you were talking to us. We were talking to you. And yet, here we are. Well, hot damn, everybody. We are here. We are back from burnout, so to speak. But not burnout at all.
Thank you.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow, we're really now behind.
That was a big mess. Killed by the start button. Sputnik Monkey, thank you so much.
I have tears for
Look, I've got my book open. It's here. I just read you all these notes. I read you the notes of our week.
We are so sorry, and you are so sweet for hanging around.
I mean, and we were gushing all over you missing us and stuff, and we're saying we miss you.
And we're like,
blah, blah,
blah.
Kent Hamilton was having gender dysphoria. I made multiple comments about that.
WTF's like, yeah, Primo's so unprofessional. We're like,
I was like, how dare you, WTF? I'm here.
Then they're like,
and then that's when we went,
Wait, maybe Primo's shaving? Where
what
are
is
they?
That? What's happening here?
What? And then, so much. See, this is why it's important that I should have my phone on, because I was like, I'm not going to have my phone on and be distracted.
Well, aloha, everybody. We're going to start at the ding-dang top right here, and we're going to say hi to, well, Carl's not there anymore in the chat, but Carl has a new book, so we started with that, saying, Carl, eBay Life has a new book. Go check it out over at his site, eBay Life. It's the live from today announcing it. Go check out his new book. I think you should do that for our community member, Carl, who gives us so much information. Thank you. Okay. That was the first thing off the list. Then we went just down the list and said hi to everybody. Let's start with that. Go.
Paul, Rose, Kelly, Debs, Jen,
aloha,
Mike
aloha,
Seller,
aloha.
Amy, Matt Lawrence.
Aloha, Matt Lawrence.
Patricia. I saw Patricia had to leave.
Jen
We're
Decor,
so sorry.
Flippin' Ain't Easy
Ryan.
John.
Jovial.
James is here.
I know Gina was in the
Major
house.
High five for everybody.
Ryan, Jovial
James,
Juggler.
Husty's Emporium, Bearded Picker.
JRKR Jen. Did you say that already? Jovial Kent Hamilton. We already said hi to Kent again. Paul Roseberry, Crazy
again. Curious Collection.
We've been watching your shows the past week when we weren't on. We were watching you.
Everyone.
Carla Olson is here. Motorcycle Door. Just like everybody. Everybody's here. Except we weren't. But everybody else is here. Gina's here. Hello, Gina.
Insane.
I promise we literally had conversations with each and every one of you. Silver Hair Stacker is here. Aloha. Cornhusker Picker. Ryan, I'm not sure if we heard them again. If we said hi again. Biff Boffo was here. He was present but dubious.
Dentacor, did we say?
Let's do it again. You just say hi one more time. It don't matter. You can never say hi too many times.
Wow.
Jeez.
Okay.
And we saw Mike Sellers re-upped on the thing.
Yes, thank you, Mike Seller.
And we just want to make sure we go through all this and say hi to everybody.
And anyone
again.
watching afterward.
Yeah, we are so on edibles right now. We are like out of our Record Crate is here.
Yes, aloha.
And of course, Sputnik Monkey with a Bluey coming in with the
Oh,
Bluey
wait.
Craven Cards.
Cards.
Axe Monkey's up
Monkey.
there. Aloha.
Don Flippin, hey.
Once in a blue
Meg.
moon. Aloha, everybody.
Aloha.
If you were sitting here for a half hour looking at your screen wondering where we were there.
You are.
You're not alone.
You deserve every sale. We should lose more.
You get all the sales. Yes, we suck. We were telling you how much our sales suck, and they still suck, even though we've done a whole bunch of stuff to bring them back around. But I guess we'll.
Yeah, let's
do that again.
This is
this is like, so if you're in the Matrix, which we currently are, and we got red pilled a few weeks ago, and then we woke up in the Matrix, and then the people, and then what's her name, and the other Trinity, and the other one showed us what the Matrix was, and then a cat did like the double, the deja vu. That means there's a change in the Matrix.
I am so upset that you guys missed Pokey's cuteness.
He was up on the table, like in rare fashion, running around. He stole the. So the fun part was, where's my basket of deplorables?
Oh, right here.
So one of the things that we wanted to tell you is that we stopped being so picky about what we're buying, and we also buy clothing now. So we are clothing resellers. Thank you.
I was wondering why no one was like saying
anything
how
about
cute
the stuff.
Pokey was.
Right.
And I was
we
like,
just didn't know what was happening.
They didn't want the same Pokey.
So this is like, so we bought like weird stuff this weekend. We spent $100 going out last weekend and this weekend, coming home with a whole bunch of crap that we'll list. But we just wanted to go through because we don't buy this stuff. And we just use the force.
A basket of free stuff, right?
Most of this was free, yeah. And we went to a couple different sales. We bought some clothing, which we want to talk to you about. And a lot of our members, just to let you know that we did have a members only live chat that went over. We came in on Saturday afternoon, went right to the camera and showed everything we bought. So if you're interested in that kind of content, where it's like fresh and not as professional as this one.
Well,
here,
and one, I don't know if it's fun or not, but one thing that you did when you were showing everything we got was looking it up on eBay, because we didn't do any phone research while we were out. We were just like, just get this.
I used the force to source. I'm still going to do that because that's what makes it fun for us.
And then we came home and he was looking up, what the sell prices were.
My horn will pierce the sky. This is a Dakin, 1980s Dakin. These aren't really worth money. These are worth like $10 or $12, but they were free. So that means I made infinity percent markup on them, right?
So
is that right? So if something's free and you sell it for $10, I'm not great at math. Let's do the calculations on that. So free times $10, it's infinity. That's infinity percent markup. You're welcome. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
So this one sale we went to the.
This is what's her name? Holly Hobby's.
I don't know if that is.
Is it? Yeah, this is Holly Hobby's friend Amy. I think she's a little loose.
Huh?
You didn't see the. I'm just saying it's her free spirited friend Amy. Amy gets on like the tour buses and stuff. This is a dog from Palo Alto, California, And Pokey saw this on the desk right here, and he thought it was a dog, and we were sniffing each other's butts and stuff, and he's like, I'm Pokey's friend. We were just sniffing each other's butts. I'm from Palo Alto.
We'll do a members video with Pokey and the.
Oh, it's so cute. And then the couldn't hear the calculator thinking. Okay, because I probably turned down this because I did turn down our noise a little bit.
Thank you for letting us know.
Can you hear calculator now? Okay. And behind her head is one of our best. Move your head.
Oh.
So can you see tiny Kermit the Frog here? So that's like the 1970s from Fisher-Price, Kermit the Frog. And he has like if we were going to show you the prices, because I did go ahead and just look these up, So I'm like, look at that. Here's Kermit the Frog. But if you buy him separately, he's worth like $75. So we spent $45 at this one house, which was, and all the toys were from a 51-year-old woman who is from her parents' house. She's a curator at the Smithsonian Institute. So Patricia probably knows that might understand that her toys were immaculate, in immaculate condition.
I think that her mom actually kept them immaculate too.
For sure. They said they came out of a box after, literally on Saturday, came out of a 40-year slumber in a box.
And that the mom made sure everything was clean and pristine before she put them into storage.
Oh, yeah, and so in the basket of deplorables is also Fido Dido, if you remember him from the olden days. This duck, who's actually got feathers. I think it's
like a little chickadee. It's
soft.
Real fur.
It's probably a bunny.
I know, it's not awful.
And then this lady here, or long-haired.
And then we got a whole bunch of other stuff, too, that is...
You actually got the really big, this is just all. But all these things are worth about $10 a piece, and they were free. So, and then we got the big version, the actual Holly Hobby, and this basket, by the way.
Huge.
The basket of deplorables was free as well. So
yeah, they were so cute. They sent us off with all of these shopping bags and bins. It was really sweet.
We made friends, and there's a gold princess phone and a bunch of other stuff. They're going to call us back to their house. Because I like this a lot.
You were like, she was going to go in the house to go get the Gold Princess phone to sell to us. And then you were like, are you sure your daughter won't want it? And then she's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll check. And
I was making friends.
No!
I had to make friends. We got enough stuff from them.
Yeah.
And it's like, if we can come back and buy their stuff, we'll do that too. But, I don't need to take the ladies. I know what I'd be like because I was like, these parents are selling daughters stuff.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like, I don't want to take too much stuff. I'm not really that concerned. But
you were like, are you sure your daughter's okay with you selling all her toys? And they were like, oh, yes.
I like to, they know, people know what they're doing. And this was a community sale. Those always work best for us. So. Oh, my goodness. Okay, sorry. I'm still confused from that whole mishigas. What we did. So I wrote down some notes.
Yeah, okay.
And so we stopped doing a daily reset. Last Sunday, we stopped doing a daily reset. Last Saturday.
That's a huge thing.
We've been doing it since
for us.
October. Full nuclear reset every day. I don't know if it's effective or not. It effectively lifts up your impressions and page views, but it is not effectively getting sales.
Well, and Jeff, Darth Frifter, all were saying that they weren't really seeing much anymore from doing the resets.
And I'm fine to give that up because I hated doing it anyway.
I did see someone comment, I think on Darth's video, saying that they still do one, I think, once a week, and it still works for them.
We're still going to do one once a week.
Yeah,
we're not going to do it
just not
every day. Yeah. So so we stopped doing the reset last Saturday. So we went a whole week, and then I reset it again yesterday. Right after I did it last week, and that's the first time I've ever ended. No, that's the first time I haven't, so from Saturday to Sunday, Sunday I did not reset it. That's the first time in months, except for on an accident, that I didn't intentionally reset it the next day. And we got 165 offers. So by the time I saw those offers, I started sending them out. A lot of them didn't go through.
Well, no, we were able to send out offers. We didn't get 165 offers.
We were able to send out offers to 165 people. I ended up being able to send out about 60 of those offers before it said these offers are no longer eligible. And none of those converted into sales. So one of two things can be. Now, I did the same thing this weekend. I did a nuclear reset and immediately got 175 offers to send out. I sent those out. None of those have converted either. So either it's someone messing with us, like just going and like watching a whole bunch of stuff, but it only takes me like 2 seconds to go just send 20% offers on everything on the offers. So it makes me think that someone would have to put in way too much time to mess with us compared to the time that it took just to send out the offers. So I don't think anybody's that douchey, but you know, there's
that would be crazy for someone to.
It doesn't bother. I don't care.
Time because they would have to go and click on 100 and whatever 60 items. No one's doing that. That's. Just,
I don't think so. Yeah. But interesting how the last 2 resets I've done, the next day I'm getting like 150 plus offers to send out immediately. This morning I got up, there was 7 to send out. So that's normal. So how that I don't know. But that's probably a glitch, probably a huge glitch thing happening.
Yes. Major win. Yes, we're alive. This is so crazy. We thought we were live. We were talking to you guys.
We broadcast for that whole half hour.
Over a half an hour. And
all the comments were coming up. They kind of matched what we were talking about.
Oh, boy.
We're kind of...
I think WTF left. But anyhow, thank you again to everyone that hung around. How sweet of you.
I know. And I'm sorry that we ruined everything. But so yeah, so that weirdness happened. I don't know how the 150, I mean, that we've never had 150 offers. But I have had like upwards of like maybe I've had 30 maybe in one day, because at some point way back last June, a year ago, we having 70 offers a day outstanding, just either like just offers that we could send out, offers sent. We've had about 70. Ever since then, it's been down to about 35.
Oh, Curious Collection is saying offers are not converting for them either, which makes me think that
they're fake. They're fake for whatever.
No, it's just you click on an item, just look at it, and eBay is now having people send out, or sellers send out offers to anyone that just simply is looking at your stuff.
I don't know why they would do that.
I see it in the groups where people complain, why am I getting all these offers? I'm not watching the item.
Biff, you don't even have... Biff, do you have 150 offers out right now? I think we have 174 offers out right now. None of them are going to convert, but I'm just saying, I don't think even Biff Boffo has 170 out, and he's got, 40,000 items or something close to that. And Lag is saying bots, but Lag is saying bots, and they were supposed to have cured that like last year because we used to get all these page views on our items, like hundreds, and then they fixed it, and it goes, you're going to notice a little bit of a drop in your page views. This is the sound of eBay talking. You're going to notice a little bit of a drop in your page views, and it went from like 100 to like 2, and that's how it was rolling.
Jovial,
Freya's here, aloha.
Freya, Jovial, thank you so much. Jovial is saying we're just glad you two are okay. I think most of us were getting concerned. Funny start to the week.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And thank you to everyone.
Yeah, for sticking around.
Yeah, and a couple people, messaged and checked in and made sure, things were still, things were going okay. And
I think we did pretty darn good. And WTF, okay, so Biff's got 187 offers out right now. A while back it was around 120. But he's got 87, so we got about 100 more offers out than he does, and we've got 1,600 items. So our percentage is about 10% of our items have offers out right now. Again, none of them will convert. Another thing that's paradoxical is that when they're legit people looking at an item, it doesn't... I'm sorry. When there's an offer going to a person where there is a watcher versus sending offers where there's 0 watchers, some of the zeros will convert. Major win gift to the members of the Silver Hair Stalker is now a member. Yeah,
Done decor the and certification.
Yeah. And certification, it's making me hate doing this.
And then
but not really.
Once in a Blue Moon and Curious Collection, they both are saying that they get offers sent to them on stuff that they are not watching.
Oh, right. Sometimes you do, and then I'm getting like emails sometimes saying you've skirted this one, like a receiver or something that I'm actually looking for. I wasn't looking for comps or anything. And it will, I think it's my saved searches maybe. Sometimes it'll send me offers on things that are in my saved searches. That's what I was kind of guessing it was. So you can save searches. So every time an Onkyo 870 comes up, I get a notification saying comes up. So I think sometimes you get offers from that. Maybe sometimes. But welcome to our newest member, Silver Hair Stacker.
I think Silver Hair was a member a while back.
I don't see. Perhaps so. I kind of remember that
but
too.
Welcome back.
It doesn't.
Thank you, Doug and Rowe.
Doug and Rowe making it happen. Doug
Jeff
and Rowe,
Fixer.
sunshine.
Hey, Jeff. You missed it. We were
do that
live.
again.
Do
that again.
What?
You were like, "Hey, Jeff." Do that.
Wait, I don't know what to do. Slow-mo.
I feel like you took a nap right in the middle of saying hi.
Carl.
We actually talked to Jeff over the weekend, let him know, and we were actually trying a couple of different techniques to see if we could get some action into our store over the last week. And of course, the very first thing we did was start promoted listings after 8 months of not doing it. So we got to do that. So we were using promoted listings, and we're just trying some different techniques on that. And the only thing we actually got some sales on were Apple computer stuff, not on promoted. So we know Apple computer stuff sells. It just sells, period, without question. It's a high STR. It's a high APR, or average sale price, ASP, STR, BVT, PDQ, SOB. You know what I'm saying? We can sell the Apple stuff all the time, but I keep it back. I don't want to just like put all the Apple stuff on and just sell it all, mainly because currently I believe the market is depressed. So everything we're selling right now is lower than we have sold it before. And it's kind of like one of the one things I wanted to talk about today. Major Win is saying, you guys inspired us over the weekend. We went through about 30 bags of clothes and we got them organized and are going to be getting them listed over the next couple of weeks. This is our main tenet of our new Phoenix bull crap thing, is that we're just going to be listing. And we're going to list it all. And nothing's being held back.
We're not going to be picky pickers anymore.
We're not from our own stuff. We're just list it all. And then when we go out and buy stuff, we're going to buy what's worth money. And that's what's up.
And WTF is saying, well, who gets the offers now? I thought only buyers who already had the item in their shopping cart and watchers. I don't think every visitor gets an offer.
Who gets the zeros?
I don't think every visitor gets an offer, no. But you don't have to watch an item
to get an offer.
Because we are getting them. Curious Collection is...
But generally speaking, they're things that I have looked at or I'm interested
in. So what I'm reading a lot in my groups is people are looking for comps because they're going to be listing an item, and so they're going on eBay looking for a comp, and next thing you know, they're getting offers on the item that they looked at to get a comp information on, and it's happening to us too.
Yeah, so we're
Sal's Mercado. Sorry, I'm awful.
Where are you? Sal's Mercado.
Aloha.
Mercado.
Heavy hellos.
I think it's Mercado.
Mercado. Thank you for being here. And Mike is saying, mostly repeat buyers accept my offers. I blow Primo's horn when it's a new buyer.
Nice.
That's so great. Hey, Rose, it's your items.
Yeah. So, okay. So let me just touch on that too. So we stopped. So to give props to the main dudes up there, Tekken Sports, I guess Chris Lynn. I mean, he knows what he's doing, and of course the tiny but the youngster but the up and coming J Ride, and his endless browbeating of the sell-through rate. Of course, there's a lot to be said with that. And if we're gonna step into a ring with clothing, we're going to listen to some people. Not some people too, but I think that I don't think there's anything wrong ever listening to tech and sports about most anything. I don't think we're the same type of people, not driven the same way, so maybe his style doesn't fit with us, but who cares? So when we went out and bought clothes, we bought stuff that we knew. So basically the stuff that we bought, we'll show you some of it, and one thing that we couldn't even ID or get a comp on, so we got to figure that out. But we bought Levi's stuff. We bought J. Crew stuff. We bought some stuff we didn't recognize at all.
Oh, we got a couple of bags. We
got some bags. We got some shoes. We bought shoes. That's weird.
Yeah.
Super weird.
This is so different for us. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. And what, are we putting them on junk drawer? What?
Depends on, it just depends on how.
I guess it would be until
if they're $200 shoes, they'll go on old school.
Oh, okay.
So that's how that works.
But Record Crate,
aloha, welcome. Oh yeah, you did. You figured out how to do it because they're having a problem with the iOS on the mobile and couldn't do that. We will not turn into a clothing seller. We're not a clothing seller.
Oh, that store they're inventorying those long boxes.
No. I'm just saying that in our journey, when we go out and look for stuff that we are buying, clothes won't not be on our not list. They won't not be on our not list, right?
What not?
So we will buy clothing should we come across it, as opposed to not even looking at it. Because when we get into this a little bit further, I'll show you some other stuff, and then we can discuss why we bought what we did. And I think it was because we do have knowledge. We have tons of knowledge. So we were able to feel pretty good about our purchase.
I knew it. I knew you would do clothes eventually.
We don't have wait till you see the clothes we bought and tell me we weren't supposed to buy them. That's the thing. It's like, well, now I'm not turning my head away from stuff when it's just sitting right there. So, but we're not going full clothing, t-shirt sellers or something.
Well,
ridiculous.
I'm actually probably going to keep.
You're going to keep it all anyway. But, a
good portion of whatever fits.
So we go and we look and go, I like that. And so without putting any sort of Jack is here. Aloha, Jack.
Jack!
Actually,
he's about to list around 300 pieces of clothing.
Jack said up here, for every 10 or 20 items that were looked at, eBay makes one item offer eligible. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting. And they are doing it by how many offers that person got and how many you've given. And Biff was saying that he's going to start sort of logging how many offers he's allowed to send out or whatever. And I think that's a smart thing. Signal Fixer's here. Look at that.
All right. And Amy was talking.
Did you say hi to Lag?
Lag, yeah.
Did you say hi?
Yeah, I did.
Well, we've addressed him, but did we say hi? Did we
hi or aloha?
Aloha. Did we say aloha?
Go ahead. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Aloha! To Lag. That was just for Lag. It was a tractor beam of aloha just for Lag. What were we talking about before Lag rudely interrupted us with his peekaboo?
Oh, Lag is saying you sell too much. You have too much personality to sell boring stuff.
We will not sell boring stuff because that's what gives us our drive to go to do this. Is stuff that's cool.
Right. It's like a chef that is trained in fine cuisine. It's going to be awful for them to go to a fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
Right. We want to enjoy. We want to definitely like what we sell for sure, but
it's no point in doing this if we don't
we're
not
not limiting it
sell.
only to hard goods or we need to branch out some. Oh, look at I'm like playing with my cord.
It's probably I can hear it too. It's
Sorry.
like bouncing off of there. I think there's there's, we've gotten in very comfortable zones, and we've been fracking this hoard pile, right? So that has been like sort of the drive. Why pile stuff on it when you have so much stuff? But the thing is we do need to get, in order to get our business fresh, we need fresh inventory too. It may be mental, like I'm just sick of looking at our crap. Our crap sucks. So it's kind of like list 10 new items, list 10 old items kind of a thing, maybe.
And you may have said this because I'm like reading, so I'm not hearing everything you're saying, but I think
for a change.
We've been talking about also how to have a couple of the really higher price sell-through rate items, like our Apple computers, have those up, and it draws more attention to the store. So even if you're spending a lot of money on the item, it's almost like if you had a storefront, a brick and mortar, and you put the most expensive thing in your window, it's going to draw people in.
For sure. And prices.
Even if it costs you a ton of money, it's almost like advertising in a way.
We're freaking out over prices too. Prices are not freaking out, but we're heavily acknowledging prices have fallen on tons of stuff. Not necessarily like crazy, but right, because we haven't even. Okay, let me just finish this because we already did this. I forgot that we have to redo it. So what we did was we started putting in some high sell-through rate items into our store. That's Apple computers mostly, and they also have high average sale prices. We started buying again. We opened a new store. Did we talk? I don't think we talked about this yet.
We did when no one was here because we weren't really live.
Yeah, we weren't live.
But I did. Yeah.
So we opened a third store I can't remember. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry if I'm saying this again for the third time now or not. But Fraulein Donna, aloha.
Thanks
for being here. We are. What was I going to say?
Oh,
I can only vamp for so long.
A third store.
Right. Okay. So old school artifacts. I think we did already touch on this here though. Junk Drawer Empire is going to be like our normal stuff that's B grade. Old School Artifacts is our high-end stuff, A grade stuff. And then Moonbase Omega, I think it's called right now, is our media store. So books, which we have 10,000 books, they're not all listed, but all the books are going to go there. All the music's going to go over there. All the video games are going to go over there unless they are boutique worthy. Meaning a really collectible thing or a really expensive thing will go into Old School Artifacts. So Old School Artifacts will drop down to like way under 1,000 items.
So we're lowering our store subscription because we will not have as many items, and since we aren't doing the nuclear reset, we don't need all of those available listings.
So the Old School Artifacts will be like, let's just say 500 for a lack of a better thing. Junk Drawer Empire will be 1,000 items, and then maybe the media one will end up being 10,000 items. So that's how we're organizing it now. And we did use. I love TreeCat, and I want to use TreeCat. We had to use InkFrog, who I didn't used to like, but they've rebuilt it, because we needed to switch over hundreds and hundreds of listings from one store to another. So TreeCat, if you don't mind, putting in multiple eBay, being able to use multiple eBay store names and transfer things easily, appreciate that.
John is in here, and
John.
he's saying that I'm not a clothing seller either, but as an everything seller, we don't pass up on them either. Picked up 5 NBA jerseys at a yard sale for $80 one with 140 comp for us. Find what makes the money.
That's right. And I think, John, that what we would say, if we can do the best of both worlds and make a living at it, that's what we're going to do, which is to say we're anything sellers, vintage anything sellers. So we want to sell old things. For multiple reasons, but part of it is the joy of reselling. We still enjoy. We live a vintage lifestyle. Everything is vintage around us. We live vintage. So, except for like kitchen appliances and things.
I think we need to show the clothing items that we got.
Let's do that.
They're not vintage, but they're still fun.
So yes, so this would be a good example, right, of how we're gonna do it.
So yeah, we're still.
Okay, I'm just gonna
still a
show
little
you stuff,
picky.
and we haven't. Not all of these have been looked up, but like this is a fairly vintagey, really soft. I can wear this.
Lacoste.
Can I wear this?
I don't know.
Someday I might be able to wear this myself. But anyway, it's a Lacoste sweater. It's brand new-ish, pretty kind of.
Where we got it, their relative works for Lacoste.
Look at this. This has got the another Lacoste shirt. We got a few. It's already got the collar flipped up, so you can be like Biff from the 80s. What just happened? Something logged itself out.
Uh-oh.
Use would kill it on Whatnot for sure. I agree.
Oh,
Lag,
and
totally. I do want to do Whatnot, but I don't want to take crap prices.
Amy is doing Whatnot.
Amy's doing Whatnot.
Yes. And
Amy, do you want to share your thing?
Yeah, Amy, share your thing. Wednesdays.
Why is this wrapped around here like this?
Yeah, I noticed that. Oh dear.
WTF said we're so unprofessional.
Yeah, you're just noticing now.
Yeah.
You said it earlier, and you said it on the membership. We love you.
Okay, so pants.
Yeah.
These are pants.
Okay, so we still like colorful, cutesy, fun.
J. Crew pants, right?
With hearts. Hearts.
Ladies love hearts. These are all ladies' pants. Sizes, so we don't know anything about sizes yet. That's a good point. We don't know that shit. Ooh, I just swore. 10, size 10. So if these were really small, we might. Would we have bought stuff? I don't think we would have bought it if it was really small. But we don't know what a good sizes are. But I think we do know that really small stuff is hard to sell, and super big stuff is hard to sell.
Yeah, and everything, shoes. And,
yes.
But that's just life.
So
look at these gingham.
Brand new with tag.
Brand new.
J. Crew. By the way, these were all. Pants were $4. Pants were $8. Jackets were $15. Bags were $15. Shoes were $8, and we got everything for less than half price.
They're block prints from J. Crew,
and they're very like a stiff canvasy. I mean, they haven't been washed, so I'm sure they'll get a little better. But to me, this is like preppy gold, right? Isn't it? So we looked all these up, and they're all worth in the $30 to $40, $50.
Okay, so Amy is on Wednesday from 10 to 12, and it's
Amy the Nesbitt
same
Experience is
handle,
on
the Nesbitt Experience.
The Nesbitt Experience on Whatnot from 10 to 2 Wednesday.
10 to 12.
10 to 12 Wednesday. I assume that's East Coast time. There's plenty of folks with items starting at 200.
Yeah, she
was
saying
Whatnot?
that somebody made $25,000 in their Whatnot sale.
Okay, we're gonna do that. But what we have to do
look
is
at these pants. So
we need to bring our own clients there, though, right? Customers. That's the thing.
Pretty much. I mean, when you go to Whatnot,
can you guys
see...
can you guys work really, really hard so that first of all, so you can go to Amy's and buy some of her stuff, but then in like 2 weeks, like just don't buy anything, don't eat, just put money, shekels in your pockets, loose change is fine, and then wait till our Whatnot comes out, and then give us all your money. 25,000. We need 25,000 at our Whatnot. I'm gonna sell Atari cartridges.
Yeah, once
with
in a blue moon.
Manuals.
Once in a blue moon, J. Crew's preppy brand. Yeah, so as well. Then there's these fun.
This is the only one. This is the only brand we couldn't really track down. And our members chat it was Kent Daigle was coming in just like pow 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 on the clothes. He's a real hot shot on the clothing.
Yeah, very knowledgeable.
But nobody was able to.
The oldest millennial.
Oldest millennial. Welcome to the party.
to sell on Whatnot, you need to be a hot Instagram model with 500,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
then you can.
You
make
should
good
see my
prices.
feet. I'm on Only Feet. These right here are BODEN. BODEN. Haven't heard. Nobody. We didn't get any information on those. The only thing we didn't get information on, and these are pants.
And where we got all this stuff, this clothing stuff, they had a whole bunch of other stuff, but we went
This is
for the
crap I
fun,
bought, yeah.
the fun, bright stuff.
So here's the Levi's jean jacket. It's a Sherpa jacket.
Oh, well, that's not bright, but it's Levi's.
And
so.
it's black, so that's good. And then here's it looked up. So I looked it up, and then this is it right here. So it's about $100 bucks. And you can go down and look all you want, and you can find it for less too. But it's about $100. So I think that's a good score, right? And then I think the best one that we got. I mean, this is definitely the best.
Oh, so Huskies and Major Winner saying Bowden.
They're awesome.
Bowden are a posh brand.
Nice.
Husky says, Major Win says those are awesome.
Cool, we did it. A fruit stripe gum was paint. It would be those pants. Yes.
I know.
Absolutely.
I plan on wearing them. I don't know if they'll fit, but I plan on wearing
So
them.
Patagonia, the label I think says 2008, but it's all brand new with label tags.
Oh, did you want to go big, sweetie?
2016. Oh, sorry. 2016. This little jammy with tags.
2016. Can
Yeah.
you believe that? Like, just they never.
And
used it.
I don't think I got around to looking this one up. So
Was there a price on it?
yeah, Kent Daigle gave us the lowdown on that
Yes,
one, and
he
I
did.
didn't write it down. And WTF got me annoyed with me because we were going through all the stuff that we got, and we didn't write down the numbers because I'm like, I don't need to do that. I'm just gonna have to research them all again. So next time we do the show I'm actually gonna write down the numbers because that's just workflow. That's just being a business. So that's called. We discovered that was called. Patagonia Cinchilla in Nest Brown. Women's shelled cinchilla. Woman's. Do you spell woman with a P? Woman.
Of course. So the original sale price was $179.
Chilla. Yeah, I think it's it's worth $100 or something, right? Cinchilla. What was the other word on there? Shelled. Oh, this is the exciting part. Everybody hold on to your pants. Oh my goodness. I mean, I don't know how much it's worth, but if you look at these here, you will see a whole bunch of different ones. We actually found the exact one, but I can't remember what it said. I think it was. This is the jacket right here. It's saying, oh wait, we're not in solds. Does anybody out there do the cardinal sin of pricing with the not ended items? Pricing like asking prices? She used to do that. It took a long time for her to not do that anymore.
I want to see what's currently available too.
No.
Yes.
You canceled. So I don't know how much this one's worth, but we did find it. I think it was worth like $150 or something. China.
150. Wow.
Yeah, sure. Who cares? It's worth way more than we bought it for.
Yeah.
Now, this is the one.
Go big.
So this is the one that we, besides the Bowden, and we found out that's a good brand. Now, we picked through these and decided those were good brands on WTF says, or am I taking notes? Next time we do the 6x6, aloha, Miss Mary, aloha. Next time we do the Saturday show, I will take notes for you.
You're so funny.
but
As
this
I
one-
already mentioned, very unprofessional.
Yes, this one we still have not been able to totally track down. So I think I closed the darn window on it, but I had found it by the actual the model name and color, and it's like pink quartz, and it's the original trucker jacket in pink quartz. I can only find full-on Asian character sites, about 5 of them that have this color. Nobody else has it. It's not on eBay. It's not on Poshmark. It's nowhere else. I'm like, is it possible this is only an Asian released color or something?
Isn't that interesting?
I don't know, but I can't price it because I don't know. But if you were to just look at any old color trucker jacket, it's worth about $50.
It's like a peachy. Did you say
salmon?
Yeah, like a washed garment dye salmon color.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. It looks almost tan maybe on the screen, but
it's definitely not tan. It's a pink or something.
And then we also got a Coach.
That's for sale. Who wants that? $5. Let's start at $5. Okay, we got $5. Let's go to $10. $10. W2F's got $10. All right, Husty's Emporium go for $20.
A tote bag. It's
just practicing.
A derby bag.
Go get it. We got a Coach bag for $4.
And we
Is it real?
We were lucky because the woman that the stuff belonged to had gone in the house. So the husband.
Did you see the?
Yeah, when we first pulled up. But the husband
Almost got
was
sad
like,
for a
"Yeah,
second.
go ahead, take 3 pairs of pants for $7."
He didn't care. We're just like, I mean, and what's great is you just make offers to people. I'm an offerer. I'm never paying, but the toys, all these toys we got, paid cash value for them because it was 25 cents, 50 cents, $1, and $3. Their highest price was $3. No, highest price was $10. Was a bucket of Breyer horses, which turns out probably worth $100 or so dollars. So legit, Coach. We have verified. We've done. You see the marks?
We just creased it.
No, it came that way.
Oh, it did.
That right there. That's the Coach mark. But then these are some like errors, and then there's like a little dirt here. So I'm like, can you take a magic sponge to that, or will it take off the? I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
It was $4. It's a Coach bag. They run for a Coach tote, and it's a 225 tote or something. It's worth about $100. I mean, on eBay.
Messenger bag.
This one has. They have a Great Dane and some of his hairs on here. But for the most part, this is one of those bags with the swirly, which I remember from a long time ago. So that's what's cool. All this stuff I remember because I've been such a long time reseller. None of this stuff is new to me. I've bought it before. Haven't made a lot of money for it, so I just pass it up. So clothing, everything was like one of those things where I haven't hit it rich, but we've bought all comes flooding back that we have sold pants to a influencer in New York City, those patchwork ones.
The Madras.
Yeah, we're sitting on
oh gosh.
Like Brooks Brothers. We've got a ton of stuff that we're just, we're working it out. The first stuff to get out is the hard goods like what?
Those.
Oh yeah, let's see these. Hard goods to get all the computer stuff out and up on the internet. Get all the stuff so that we can. Our dream is to get into the smaller. The smaller we can get, the better.
So Jovial is asking if there's a barcode to scan.
Or
I don't.
Which?
I'm not sure if you're talking about
the jacket.
The jacket or something else.
Well, let me just talk about these two. So these are the first shoes we've bought in forever. The last shoes we bought were from a lady in New Hampshire. And she had a thrift shop, which ended up burning down. And I went there because she had disco platform shoes. Like they were Spanish names inside, which was a place where a lot of like nice platform shoes came from. We sold a couple dozen of those pairs. I bought every pair she had, and she bought them because some guy used to drive around with them in the trunk of his car in the 70s and sell these platform shoes.
Some of them had leather soles, and then the
gummy
others
soles.
had the gummy soles. They were pretty neat.
So we
still have some.
We got these two pairs of shoes at the same sale. Zero knowledge at all. One is a Born, BORN brand. And this one is MIA brand.
And they have such little wear on them.
Yeah, they don't have any wear.
I mean, it looks like they wore them maybe once.
I love those kind of ladies, right?
And these are actual wood. The Born, so yeah.
Just they're sort of motorcycle clogs in a way. And we looked them up, and the Borns are, I think, like 60 or something. And then these were well over 100. And these exact ones right here.
I've heard of this brand. I've seen them because they do have really cute clogs.
So we spent $55 plus $4 there. Can you hear my calculator? $55, $56, $57, $58, $59. $59 at the clothing store place. So $104 total spent for all this crap. Now, we made a killing. We made a killing this weekend for sure. Mike Seller, aloha! Thank you very much for the live button locator. We made it.
Thank you.
Wait, is Mike Seller just coming back in right now? He may have had to leave. So thank you for joining us and becoming our newest member.
DEFCON
Although
3.
I think he re-upped because he's a gold. So
Thank
you so
you.
much for that. Appreciate that. And we were talking to nobody for a half hour. So we started our show right on time.
We're really dumb.
So, well, what can
We
you
were
do?
talking, for half an hour.
To ourselves.
Literally, like when you read.
We were reading the chat
It's-
and commenting on the chat and answering questions. The whole bit. We had no idea.
It's like when you read a horoscope and you're like, oh yeah, that totally is like my life right now, and somehow you make it match your life.
Yeah.
That's what we were doing
what we
with the chat. We were like,
it totally made sense.
Yeah.
It all made sense.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so that's those things. Then anything else we have to say from here? No, basically that's what we've done for the whole week, and we're now buying stuff, and we now buy clothing. And we got those crazy offers, which was stupid. And this is like, what? Next reset was yesterday? I write weird. So anyway, that's enough of that. Back to the Hall Flex thing, just to show you sort of my thesis today is about pricing, because pricing is, especially for us old timers, the world has changed. And one of the things we realized from the next things we're going to show you is that about 10 years ago, 15 years ago, prices on this stuff was totally different, about 3 times higher. And we realized that's because this is childhood toys, like childish childhood toys that, yeah, sure, I wanted 10 or 15 years ago, but now I'm too old for it. I don't need it sitting around I don't need Fisher Price toys hanging around my house. But 15 years ago, someone my age would buy it, and they would buy it for a lot. Let me go into that and show you what I'm talking about. It's just that it has lost a lot of value. Like this train.
They can't see, sweetie.
Okay.
And Mike Seller, he was here for 30 minutes. We're so sorry.
So sorry, everybody. That's totally lame of us. And so here is this train set. Now, this train set 10 years ago would have been $200+. You would have been able to sell the elephant or one of these nerds, the clown guy. You would have been able to sell him for like $100. So this is sort of what has happened to these things. They've gone down about a half, maybe even a third of the price they used to be. The price that's in my head is a third less now. And I would say that that's just the way the breaks. This thing right here is the medical kit. This thing used to be worth $100 all day long, and you couldn't even get one of these pieces. Would always break. I can't remember which one. And this just reminds me of playing doctor when I was a kid, but now only $30 worth. So still we're making money because it only cost us $1.
Yeah.
We got this cash register too, and all of our examples are unplayed with. I would say unplayed with. Like they're just in such good. There's no wrinkles in the paper. It's clean. It's perfect. There's no
Again, these toys are from a woman who is now a curator at the Smithsonian.
Yes.
So, as Primo is saying to her parents that are selling, her stuff, well, looks like she was a curator when she was
a
young,
kid.
also.
Yes. Yeah. And so I walked up to this box right here, and this is pretty much exactly what we got here. These 4 movies and the thing right here, but they're pristine. And this one sold for $90.
So I spent all day yesterday photographing everything, and then I will get all the drafts started.
Another thing that we're doing is when we have a pile that we're picking, we're listing it within a few days, as opposed to our
putting
old
it
way,
aside
just for like 6 months.
Yeah, that's another thing that I like about still going out and sourcing is that it's something that for me mentally, I don't know why, it's something that I can like quickly then just take photos.
We're all hot to trot on it.
Instead of being overwhelmed by our hoard, I like the new stuff because I'm motivated to just get it up and, get it listed, photographed, and everything. It looks like Fraulein is saying that it's dark and cool in Baja, about 62 degrees. Paul is saying it's really dark there. That's how it is here right now in Vermont.
Yeah, we're dark.
To you guys probably doesn't
the
seem
entire
like
Earth
it's
must
weird.
have a blanket of clouds on it, even though Baja is like 4,000 miles away.
Lag is 75% chance that lag is a bot.
Oh, I think that's true. Wait, hold on.
WTF?
I'm communicating with lag right now. Handshake.
But lag is like, so far the best part of the show was the first 30 minutes.
It was. You can't beat that
Dude,
first 30.
stick around. We'll be done,
In another half.
and then hang around if you like the nothing.
Right after 3, there'll be more of the first half hour for you to watch all day long.
Biff, you're like Mr. Perfect.
Well, here's what I'm going to say about his comment there. He doesn't have a death pile because he may have giant piles of crap. No, he has giant piles of crap. They're just not for sale. That's how you get around your death pile, right?
Well, and as Doug and Rose say, it's the profit pile, which they got that from, I think Amy, was it? Somebody, Callie, calls the death pile a profit pile.
It's a profit pile. But so either Biff is saying that he just gets stuff and everything's listed. So he's got 37,000. How much space does that take? We have 1,600 items, and our entire house is completely like stacked high with crap. How where do you put?
As seen in our thumbnail.
Oh yeah, did you guys like their thumb? Let's look at that again, because we actually showed you. Members have been treated to part of our house, but I don't think we've ever showed this before. But this is our main This is our living room. If you look, you can't see what I'm doing. Underneath the 28 right there, fracking the horde, the number 28, that's in front of where we're looking right now. That's the office. And there should be like 4 doors in the office, like Japanese kind of sliding doors, but we haven't made them yet.
Basket noodle.
So you can't have them. Aloha. And then this is what our house has. Well, our house looks beautiful in this picture. For the entirety of the pandemic, our house has been a warehouse as well. Although we do have off-site warehouse for crappier stuff that we don't mind mice pooping on type stuff, which could be anything because you can wipe off mouse poop. But this is as most organized and ready to go that we've been since the pandemic.
Yes. So we definitely got a lot accomplished over the past week. So thanks for holding
And look
out
at this
for
chubby
us.
little guy here who, by the way, lost another 10 pounds over the last week. Very muscular.
Yes.
Popeye arms, I would say.
Yes.
You're my
there's
olive
some
oil.
definition there.
I'm your Popeye.
And TRS, yes, Basket Noodle saying TRS 80 Model 3, rock and roll.
Yes, that TSR 80's over there. It works great.
We have tons of Commodores. You see the Apple cubes.
Over next to the TSR 80 is a short stack of Apple IIs.
Oh, right.
And then behind me is all kinds of video games, but you can't see them. I think we ended up having 12 Nintendos. I can see 5 ColecoVisions. No, 5 Intellivisions, 4 ColecoVisions, 3 TSR 80s, 2 something else, and a thing. And a beautiful Patrick Nagel Michelle print right there, too. Not for sale.
Oh, and that scary-looking painting to the left, the black with
Silver
the white.
hair, we're definitely Memorex.
Yes, we are. Oh, you want to...
Oh, sorry.
I just wanted to quickly mention Dendacor Depot mentioned.
No, look, we're real.
Hi.
We tricked you.
Dendacor had mentioned earlier, I think when we thought we were live and we weren't, that hashtags are working.
On
and
what? What?
Dendacor hashtags.
Guru alert hashtag?
hashtags are working in the description, right? Dentalcore
In the
Depot.
description of your eBay items?
Yeah, and it takes 2 to 3. And now that we're not doing nuclear
Yeah,
reset,
we
we can start taking advantage of some of these things. And that 2 to 3 days, did you say, for Google to start showing them? If you could just refresh memory on that.
How are you? So
the
if
comment was way up.
If you searched, if you're searching eBay for a hashtag, you're saying?
No, Google.
Oh, Google. You're searching Google? I don't understand.
If you put the
Explain it to me.
hashtags, okay, yeah, hopefully Dentalcore is still listening and can elaborate on that. From what I understand, if you put the hashtags in your eBay item descriptions, if somebody goes to Google searching for those terms that you hashtagged, it can pull up your listings. Because Google is identifying your hashtags in your item
I understand
description.
yet, but Basket Noodle is
Okay,
saying,
thanks.
yes, weeks back I suggested hashtags in eBay listings.
Okay.
Makes sense from an external aggregation search systems. Okay, so if I would have to hashtag
Yes,
my store name and the item, like how would I formulate hashtags to make I mean, a lot of people are interested in this, so if you can add any light into it, super appreciate it. So would I put my hashtag my store or the item only? So let's say I'm selling a 1950s tiki mug. I hashtag mug, I hashtag tiki, I hashtag my store. Basket says Primo hashtags are used all over the web, social media, aggregated external traffic. Yes. But how do I get it to point to my items? That's what I don't get.
And Record Crate is saying, do I see...
But I'm an idiot.
Do I see Lisa? Do you have a Lisa computer in the...
I don't have a Lisa. No Lisas. I've had multiple Lisas in my life, but I've been selling computers for 20 years, and those left when they were worth thousands of dollars.
So Biff is going to start implementing hashtags today. Dude, you're going to end up going even more bonkers with your sales. That's awesome.
No, he says no. Okay, so old computers, TSR-80, TSR-DOS, etc. Okay, so what you're doing is you're taking, this was not going to work for ladies' pants. This has to be a fairly...
specific.
There can't be that many of them in the world, right? To ever have the hashtag lead to you kind of thing. So I am selling... What am I selling online?
Okay, so Dentalcore is giving an example. They're saying, so I'm selling a Pink Floyd album, The Wall, and then hashtagging Pink Floyd, The Wall, Pink Floyd, The Wall, Classic rock.
Okay, and now can you please just tell the stupid guy that I am, how do those hashtags drive traffic to your Pink Floyd album?
And not like
anybody's.
Not a website all about Pink Floyd or...
Yeah, that's my curiosity. Just immediately goes to how do you direct that traffic?
Well, because Google seems to always pop up sponsor stuff, which is usually stuff that's being sold, right?
Yes.
If you type in Hawaiian shirt, it's gonna, assume you're shopping.
This is like actual news.
And yes, I do remember Basket Noodle talking about this a while back.
I do too.
And Dentalcore is saying that Basket Noodle is the one that can explain it.
Okay, gotcha. eBay reseller news now.
Right.
I just like doing that. But so Basket Noodle is testing some hashtag systems by putting hashtags in your descriptions. There has been some positive feedback from doing that, and it uses, as Basket Noodle politely puts it for an idiot such as myself, the social media aggregation search engines will index it just like Google does. So the fact that it's a hashtag is all that it needs. Now, whether or not it's... I'm sure that all the other systems you have in place will maybe lead that hashtag to you.
And Den Decor is implementing this and
Offsite
saying
views are up.
now. Keep in
Gotcha.
mind,
I know what's happening. So if I put in,
we put this out there and blast it out there, and now next thing you know, eBay ends up nixing that.
No, I think that if anything, they're going to incorporate hashtags because it is another way to drive traffic. Are they going to charge you for it? I don't. I'm not smart enough to get into the fintech with the people on how to just scrape pennies from every possible avenue. But let's say I had an Apple IIe. I mean, I don't know how that's going to go to me, but I don't have it in the description, so it's not. But I'm wondering, nobody else has it in their descriptions either. So I'm guessing if I hashtagged Apple IIe, depending on how it's aggregated, it would come up in the search as my eBay item. That's what I'm guessing. Because it doesn't not make sense. Because currently right now, if I put in a hashtag Apple IIe into Google, the third Apple IIe Wikipedia, okay, BOTT, never heard of that, don't know what that is, applemuseum.bott, so that sounds legit, that's fine. Apple II history, that's been around for 25 years, okay. Fourth item down, eBay. And it's going to Apple II vintage computers and mainframes for sale. Not my particular one, just eBay's offerings of Apple IIes. Now, mine's going to come up in this highly, what do you call it, edited list.
Yeah, only 111 items. Okay, but here's my question.
Items.
Here's my question.
I like it.
So when somebody's in Google, do they have to actually type the hashtag, the actual pound symbol?
Yeah. Because that's the only way it's a hashtag.
Well, and that's the only way. That's the only way. You have to type the hashtag for it to then search your hashtags in eBay.
It's not a hashtag if you don't put a hashtag in front of it. It's just a word.
For some reason, I was just thinking you hashtag it in your description, and then somebody could just type in Apple II on Google, not using the hashtag pound symbol.
Hashtags, yeah, is a hashtag.
Yeah.
You have to have a hashtag.
Okay.
Hashtag.
I have never searched Google using a hashtag.
It's a hashtag. It's a hashtag.
I've searched Instagram using hashtags.
That's because they invented hashtags. Instagram pretty much invented. I can't remember who invented hashtags. I think it was Instagram. I mean, not invented them, but like became the bulk adopter of hashtags. I think it was Instagram.
Okay. Den Decor is saying put hashtag Dale Earnhardt in Google, and we're gonna see their stuff.
Okay, and see how it's listed. That's great. I want to do that. Let's do that right now.
Do you want to go?
No. EARNHARDT. I put a $sign for the hashtag. That's a string. That's a whole different thing. Okay. Now we will go small and see what we came up with. Dale Earnhardt. So number 1's Wikipedia all the time with a hashtag. Number 2 is actually a real thing. Number 3 is Instagram. Number 4, Britannica. 5, Wikipedia, Instagram, Dale Jr., ESPN, IMDb. We'll get there, I bet. Visit Mooresville.
So do we need to look in shopping results or? Oh yes, Biff is asking the same thing. Oh, but he retracted.
But now he doesn't want people to know.
But and then Fraulein is saying, no, they don't need to have to hashtag it. And Amy, I'll come up under the.
Aloha, Jen Atten.
Everyone is saying, hi, Jen, under the shopping tab. Okay.
Boom. So much stuff. Okay, so are you...
Which makes absolute sense.
It totally does. Shop Junior Nation. I'm looking for...
eBay.
That's Funko eBay. Here is... Let's see. This would be so cool if this is Den Decor. Nope. Okay. I just want Shop Junior Nation. Here's another eBay. Rare. JJC sales. JJC. Well, I'm kind of just stabbing in the dark, so it's not weird that it's not. I just can't tell who you are.
Can we put in more than one hashtag to in the search box and have it filter it even more? can you type in hashtag eBay along with hashtag Dale Earnhardt? But you would have had to have hashtag eBay in.
Maybe not. You might not, because it might just eBay. eBay is just already there, kind of thing. Denise, recovery, resell. Here I can actually see names of. When I put in eBay hashtag, I can see the names of the sellers.
Den Decor, I can't remember. Do you use the same name on eBay?
You do, don't you?
Den Decor. Viv Buffalo, I see $400 DE train set with some toes.
People taking pictures. Well, I'm not Den Decor. I'm just not finding you, but I am finding with that hashtag. I'm finding all Dale Earnhardt stuff from eBay. So it Den.
Oh yeah,
that's you.
There it
we
is.
Got you.
We see one of yours.
We got you. We got you, man. We got you. Yeah, we've got the Dale Earnhardt 3 GM Goodwrench USA Olympic Brookfield dually trailer set. $58.
Biff. Now I'm waiting for Dale Earnhardt offers.
You're totally gonna get them too. Any second now, we're all gonna get them. This whole chat's gonna get Dale Earnhardt offers.
So it looks like. So how many rows down would?
He's on the bottom, like in this particular case. But now let's just refresh and see where he is.
Well, and so we also entered the hashtag eBay in the search along with Dale
have to do
Earnhardt to try to refine it just
and
to
now
eBay,
that we know what
which
it looks
did
like,
refine it just to eBay. All Dale Earnhardt on
let's
eBay.
see if we can find it without eBay. But eBay, it just got rid of Mercari sellers, Etsy sellers, Bonanza sellers.
Okay, but I want to test one other thing right now. I want to click on one of these other listings that came up with the hashtag and see if in their description they put hashtags.
I don't think you have to put hashtags to come up as hashtags, but how do we know? We don't know.
So,
okay, I'm going to find a eBay one.
So we're thinking like this could replace. Yes, that was you. This can maybe replace for those that do like off-site ads or off-site promotions. This could help fill in that gap, maybe.
Spendable funds. That's just like totally giving away our whole address and everything. I don't care. I can't get to this stupid. It doesn't go to the. There it is. Okay.
Paul Rose is saying, I searched Google for my stuff the other day and found quite a few. So is it the hashtags? Because Paul Rose isn't using hashtags.
This one's not hashtagged
right
anywhere in the listing or item specifics that I can see. And they still show up under that hashtag. So, you don't have to hashtag. I think that they'll fill. So I think Basket Noodle would probably agree that, look, Google's got to fill in all their little squares. So sometimes, if there wasn't enough stuff to put there, they would double it up or plug in some other stuff so you get enough returns on your search. So you don't necessarily have to put in the hashtag, but obviously if you're trying to deliberately focus traffic, you would put in the hashtag. It looks like it works great in that shopping thing. Dude, people use Google Shopping enough? This question. But 125% increase in the, who said that? I think Den Decor Depot? Somebody said 125% increase in traffic, off-site traffic.
And Amy was asking Den Decor if Den Decor is promoting or just hashtagging. And Den Decor is promoting at 2%.
Okay, so back.
Is she meant to say using offsite ads?
Just so you guys know, because I was talking about speaking with Hey Frost. Did I say that out loud? Or was that in the first half hour? Anyway, currently our store is on dynamic advertising. I saw an offer going out with 7% advertising. It's okay. There's nothing. None of our Apple computers are promoted listings at all. So we have it on dynamic to see if that shakes the tree loose. If we don't get 15% on everything else we have, it's okay.
So yes, Den Decor is confirming. Yeah, it's the huge jump in the offsite views with the hashtags, and Husties is saying that Google kaleidoscopic, and you'll see. Oh, Google kaleido. I'm sorry, I'm not saying this right.
Okay.
And you'll see my sunnies. No hashtag.
Okay, so let's go back to here and go back to the other things I bought because I just finished hashtag talk for the day. Not for the day. We can come back to it. Bristle blocks. Very surprised that the bristle blocks I got were only worth $10 because I really used to like bristle blocks. Thought they'd be worth a lot more. Then we also got Tinker Toys. Also not worth a lot, but $32. Cost us $1. So that's 32,000 times percent increase, right? These are the horses we got. We got like 4 or 5 of these. And then the little girl that's part of this with both a Patricia English riding outfit and a Primo Western riding outfit. So she can choose to do either one of those. And we got that. And then we got a Viewmaster like this one right here. All very girly kind of Viewmaster packages. But we did get this little thing, and it's worth that little much.
What I really enjoyed about the stuff that we got is that I have not seen vintage girls stuff
ever. I know you usually don't
always
see it.
Boys, vintage boys, action figures, and what have you. So it was so great seeing all of this stuff from someone who is pretty much exactly my age.
Do you guys remember cooties being like maybe 10, 15 years ago? They were worth like $100 for the cootie game. Now I don't see anything for that amount anywhere. So these we got a cootie box, and it was only 50 cents, and it's worth $10. And then there's the Fido dude. He's probably worth $20. She used to have Holly Hobby. So here's Holly Hobby's. That's a 9.5 inch. We got a 2-footer, which I don't see her in here. I guess this is just for the mug. But look, the mug was here. The mug why? See? $10 plus $12.99 shipping.
I'm like, wait, is that my photo? No, it's not because I don't have it up yet.
It's not even up yet. But who knew about Amy?
$12.99 shipping.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Surprised that thing sold, aren't you? Mm-hmm. We got the big Holly Hobby Knickerbocker Holly Hobby right here, so $75 on her.
And again, in like perfect condition.
And then here's Madeleine. We got her too. She was sitting on the shelf with Holly Hobby, so I had to get a couple of these dolls just because they'd be lonely without each other. So, and they were all like $1. So I just bought stuff. And then we're back to the Sherpa jacket, $105. The Patagonia, which we haven't totally identified, but it's $100+.
Boys and their toys.
And that's enough for this price stuff. Look at all this Dale Earnhardt stuff.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get so many offers.
We'll see. We start getting Full-Time Flippers podcast. I had cooties once on the playground at school.
Heck yeah.
Cooties.
What's crazy is when you get older, you're like, give me some of them cooties. Cooties are good. When you're a kid, cooties weren't good, but now they are. All you got to do is grow up, and then all of a sudden, cooties are the best. Amy says, yeah, my guy's an engineer too, so we discuss the site daily. Oh, our site of annoyance.
Yeah, she's saying that her basket noodle knows his tech, so I listen closely. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a. I mean, if you use the bulk lister, depends how. Okay, so yeah, we have to really, really think about this because I don't think there's any problem with selling with hashtags. They're totally legit on eBay. I don't think there's any issue with them. It's just a matter of determining which hashtags to use that will be most effective, and then how fast can we get them in? Because if you bulk edit, like let's say if you're bulk editing clothing, can you bulk edit all your shirts? Like what would you do? Would you put? I just don't even know what I would do. You'd put the brand name in. You would hashtag the brand name, So that's something I'll have to think on, right? Mercari has a 5 hashtag limit. Oh.
Yeah, so Paul was asking if there's any policy against it on eBay, and Carl from eBay Life says no, there's no policy, which, again, Carl has a book out. Go watch his video.
Everybody go check out Carl's video from today.
A whole book. And he wants to make a series out of them.
And it's about reselling.
Yes.
Nobody bought the toothbrush holders. Only one person bought the toothbrush holders, and that was Todd.
So Dendecor uses the bulk edit tool and keeps it to about 3 to 4 hashtags.
Okay. Poetry is your jam. Jelly is my jam. Thanks, Carl. Okay, I'll run with that. I can't hurt it right now. Yeah, so just out of curiosity, is who's experiencing, and what I'm looking for is trying to see who does primary clothing, who does vintage stuff, and who does everything seller, newer stuff. See who's having the good life right now. I know John Flippin' Ain't Easy is, and I think Biff Boffo, but he's vintage, so I think he's being saved by numbers. He's got lots and lots of stuff.
Yeah.
John only has 200 items, and he's having the best June of his life, and it's really nice 5-digit number, and it's a number that I want. It's a number that I appreciate and worship. But again, he's hitting the right notes on a reselling business that's purpose is to make money overall.
So Husty's
Which is kind of what a business is, isn't it? I'm going to make money.
Husty's Emporium. So how have your sales been doing vintage clothing and everything? Have your sales been good? You may have said that earlier, but
June is picking up, but only because I am listing more than I think.
Okay.
That seems to be the answer is falling back on your reseller best practices. I'm not saying that, I don't even know if they work all the time. It's irrelevant. But if you don't get the items up, that's number one golden rule of reselling. You can't sell it if it's not on the platform. And that's it. And Biff says low ASP at volume. No one has ever sacrificed groceries to buy my trinkets. No. And you ship out 70, like a lot of many items a day. So I would be fine doing that too. I'm not like looking for a particular style of business, but currently having less than 2,000 items listed and having 10,000 books, and then everything else we probably have 40,000 items that should be up. That could be up.
Silver hair. I have less than 86,000 toothbrush holders.
Nice. You made a dent.
Basket Noodle, my best practices are the same as my worst practices. Maybe I need more practice. Hello.
You have to practice your practices for sure. Yeah, we're not starting a $30 mentorship or anything.
Oh, and Dendecor is saying I have not done.
We're not the leaders. You know who's
Etsy
good?
listings.
Bo Johnson. You know who's good out there? Bo Johnson. You know who's also good? Tech and Sports. Bo Johnson is kind of a newer reseller, and Josh Galt was on him. If you watch him, he will come. I mean, not in a weird way.
Josh Galt was on his show.
On his show, and he's a clothing reseller, and he's building it up. I think he quit his job 4 years ago, and I think he's real sincere. Again, it's not our style because we're not just going to go out and buy clothes. That's not our business. Our business is playing around. Right?
Yeah.
Are you asleep? Did you just fall asleep?
No, I was looking. Dendecor is saying that they haven't done Etsy listings because they're afraid that they're going to get whacked with their stupid 15% ad fee. Because if you sell $10,000 or more, you're automatically enrolled in their ad campaign.
We're beyond caring at this point. So whatever we do, I don't care. I mean, if they're going to charge me 15% more, I have dynamic. Let me just talk to you guys directly. This is just between you and me. I have dynamic advertising on eBay right now. Dynamic.
I don't know if they can hear.
They know what I'm saying. They
Did you
feel
read
me.
his lips?
They
Can you
feel me.
believe it? We're not doing the nuclear reset anymore. Well, daily. We'll be doing it weekly. And we're doing dynamic promoted listings.
So last June, which was our last month of any significance, was a 5-digit month. It's our last 5-digit month, and Junes are normally not great for us, but they were great last year. And we last year listed like crazy, had dynamic advertising on, and we did a nuclear reset every 4 days. So we're just going back to where we were before, everything hit the fan. But the one thing we don't know what we did after June of last year, like we didn't do anything in particular to kill our sales, but we did cancel promoted listing dynamic, and we did stop doing the reset as frequently until a little bit later where we're like, we just lost all our sales. How did that happen? July was a bomb, and June was our best non-fourth quarter month in the history of eBay last year. So, and this year, a lot of people are getting their best June ever in the history of eBay too. And most of the people I know, they are promoting. I believe Flipping Ain't Easy. John does not. I am now officially the toilet seat guy that everyone jokes about. Just secured 90 new units, cost average of 6 each at approximately.
That is so awesome.
I'm not. The only reason I'm not going to sell toilet seats.
Only 2 SKUs, too. So
oh my gosh.
Literally, you can have 2 listings.
But this is it, replenishable merchandise. So his game is that game. He is that's a business.
How long do you think it's going to take to sell those, John?
He just keeps putting them up there, and I yes, of course, the toilet seats are pretty funny, but at the same time, you got a whole big stack of them, and it's just repetitive money. It's just cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. We're not doing that. First of all, we respect you too much. We do not want to step on your toilet seat game, and I think spam will.
That is the funniest thing. We don't want to step on your toilet seat game.
Spam will agree
3 to
with
4
this.
months, not bad.
Spam will agree that I'm a very calm and person. The problem is, if I were to enter any arena for any reason and commit to it, that means business, fighting, whatever it is. I'm nuclear. I don't have I have an on and off switch. So if I'm going to go be competitive with somebody, I'm going to put them out of business. That's just what I'm going to do. I don't compete with people ever anymore at all, because that's just how I can't stop till I win, that kind of thing. So I spent many years trying to undo that. It may not be the best thing for business because I kind of lost a little bit of my competitive edge with that. But at the same time, I'm not stealing John's toilet seats. Thank you.
Major Win says, if it keeps your sales out of the crapper,
that's right.
Be the toilet seat
and
guy.
Den Decor comes in
Seriously.
saying that toilet seats are greater than massagers. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Granted,
You can say John's comment. No, you can just say that my story is the shit now. Yeah, that's
it
awesome.
is. And I love to see you succeed in this. I mean, you've did it over the past. I mean, it's only been a year since you were having some struggles a year ago. You've done it. I hope that in 1 year we're seeing. I can't expect it to come instantly. If we can just get back up to where we were before May, we were totally surviving before May. May's numbers are unsurvivable. We could never live. We still have some money in the bank, thankfully. So, but that goes away too when you keep pulling from that because you got such crappy sales. Anywho, you are so tired. What is up?
Silver Hair says that my yawn is just as big as my smile.
One of her
not bigger.
One of her accounts on Instagram. I think it's still Yanni Yan, right? You have that?
Yeah, I think Yanni. I think I have it on Facebook and Instagram. Yanni Yan.
John says, "Thanks, Prevo. I know that privately many want to see me fail. No, I don't. Yeah, people are petty sometimes, but I don't know. We just want to see everybody succeed. And when somebody succeeds really well, that's like just more to celebrate."
Yeah, we've mentioned this before, but we take pride in other people's successes. So, especially in this community, if someone's doing well or succeeding, how can you not be happy for them?
No, we definitely are.
And it gives us hope too. So even though maybe our sales are down, as long as other people are having good and great sales, we know that our opportunity will be just around the corner.
You start, whoop, whoop, all aboard.
Don't start the yawn train. Sorry, everyone.
What am I pulling down right now? What's this hand motion that I'm doing? I feel like I'm playing a slot machine.
Tactical Z.
I was trying to do a train.
Hello.
I'm trying to do this.
Aloha.
Right?
Yeah, they go.
Tactical Z. Did Stoic Reseller drop off the planet? We were only gone for 1 week, but I feel like he's been gone for like multiple weeks. I wanted to share this clothing crap with him. I wanted to be all like, clothing.
I feel like
Basket Noodle's made an offer. Okay, Basket Noodle, you're in the lead. We have an offer from Basket Noodle for $750,000. Do I hear $751,000?
The Model 3?
The Model 3 TSR80. Let's go. No more bidders? Sold. Sold to Basket Noodle. I expect payment immediately. Thank you.
Yes.
Venmo me.
Major win. A win for one.
You can Venmo me the $750. Oh, there's a 23% buyer premium. Just add that on there. You know how to do it. It's math. Here, we'll do it here. 750,000 times 23%. Oh, you can do it a faster way. You can multiply the number times 1.02 or words.
You know what I'm doing too with some of these toys?
What are you doing? Tell me.
Is I go online and I look.
Did we show them all the toys? Yes, we did.
I look at for photographing them. I look at the way they were like displayed in their original advertising for them. So like the train set, I originally took the photo one way, the way I was like, oh, I'm just gonna set it up, and then somebody on eBay is selling the train in the original box.
Oh, and you set it up
like the box. And the original box has
different.
a photo on it, and I was like, aha, I'm gonna set up this train just like it is on the original box.
We can't list that many things, but at least the trains are in the right order. Just takes you 3 hours to do one.
And that is why it takes me forever to do photographs. Oh, God. Help me.
Basket Noodle. Oh, Basket Noodle. It just occurred to me. You told us the story about your dad's car, something crashing, and then there was a whole big pile of computers, right? Who was that? Basket Noodle? And the car, I think the car crashed into the garage and smashed all the computers, something like that. It was a crazy story. But it just reminded me. The
Jovial Juggler, horn pole. Is that for us? Did we say something?
Wait, I'm sorry.
For a train, right?
Our train has this. Obviously. Obs. Full on just got a belly laugh. Ha ha ha. Well, you did have to get that from the estate sale because I just died. So we did our normal time, but we've been talking for 2 hours and 7 minutes. But you've only seen us talking for 1 hour and 37 minutes. So do we have to do it 2 full hours? People have to do work, though, don't they?
Yeah, we did, too.
Patricia has to go. Oh, we still have to package up the computer and take it to the kinkies.
Well, yeah, Patricia had
gone.
left because we weren't coming on.
Oh. Sorry, guys.
We're so crazy.
I mean, sorry, not sorry. I mean, we did do the show. Just
all I can say
you couldn't figure out how to log into our computer for the private show. Is that really
how awesome all of you are. And especially the ones that sat there for 30 minutes with
you were talking
dead
amongst
air.
each other. We were talking to you, I promise.
So sorry, I know we're overdoing it with the apologies.
You
but
are.
I am. I like to do that.
I'm feeling cold at this point. But thank you so much, everybody, for being here. And because of Kermit, we'll just pop right into this thing here.
We thank each and every one of you.
It's true.
Ryan says it was an eternity. We love you guys.
We'll see you back here on Wednesday, where hopefully we'll be on without confusion. And then again, we'll be back on Friday with a Tiki Show. Until then, happy sales to you all. And we'll talk to you soon. Oh, yeah, try the like button.
Thank you, everyone.
I'm Duke Nukem. Go hit that like button and subscribe. All right, have a great day. Aloha.
Have a great day. Aloha.
That's Pokey.
Oh.